A warm greetings to one and all present here. Myself is Nagapavithra, ME, doing PhD now at the phase of paper publication. In this video lecture, I would like to present an outline about the control system. What is control system and what is the need for it and what are all the types in control system. Control system, first of all, system, we all know that a system is a set of or collection of components connected together to perform a specific function. In that system, if output parameter is controlled by an input parameter, then that system is called as control system. So a system which consists of set or collection of components connected to perform a specific function by which output parameter is controlled by input. So if we are giving an input to a system, whatever may be the system, if we are giving an input, depends upon the input, a system's output can be achieved. So we are controlling an input parameter so that the output can be achieved. This is called control system. A control action is needed because of getting an accurate result. That is, to get a desired output, a control action is needed, and also to avoid external disturbances and noises, and also to increase the system's overall performance, a control action is needed. Coming to the types, basically there are two types of control systems. One is open loop control system and the other one is closed loop control system. In open loop control system, there is no feedback in it. Due to no feedback, there is no connection in the output parameter. So we are not going to get anything back from the output, and also we are not going to correct anything in the output parameter until we are changing in a manual. So whatever may be the input, the output can be achieved. This is open loop control system. Whereas in closed loop control system, a feedback is getting back from the output by giving it to the input parameter. By changing an input parameter, the desired output can be achieved. So the loop will act as a feedback path. So that is called closed loop control system. A block diagram shows here the input is given to the controller by generating an actuating signal. The plant is processed and the output is achieved. So whatever may be the input given here, the output is achieved by means of controlling parameters. So we are not going to get anything back from the output. So the input here is not dependent on output. So if we want to change the output, we have to manually change the input parameter in this controller parameter. So this is called open loop system. Whereas in closed loop system, see here, the output got from the plant is given back to the input as feedback signal. The difference between the desired output and the actual output is given as an error signal. Instead of giving this input signal, the error signal now is given to the controller. So depends upon the error signal, the actuating signal is generated. So the desired output can be achieved. Until the achievement of desired output, the process goes on. So this is called loop system, that is closed loop system. In open loop system, the control action is independent of the desired output. Why? Because the desired output does not depend on the controller parameter. It depends only on the input parameter. That input also we are giving manually, so no automatic action in open loop system. Whereas in closed loop system, the control action is dependent of the desired output. So if we need a desired output, the feedback signal does a major role. There is no feedback to the input in open loop system, whereas in closed loop system, the feedback is get back from the output to the input parameter. Because of this feedback path, the system is more complex and costlier to design also. So because of no feedback path, the open loop system is easy and economical too. Because of no feedback path, here the output is inaccurate. We may get an output, but that output may or may not be the desired output. If we want to get a desired output, the input parameter has to be changed manually. While in closed loop control system, it automatically changes the input parameter by measuring an output from the desired output by using a feedback path. So the system's output is accurate. Because of this feedback path and accurate output, the system sensitivity changes. The system is very sensitive to the changes in parameters. So even for the minute changes in the output, the system's feedback path is getting changed, the feedback signal generated, and based on that feedback signal the error signal is generated and the output gets changed. Even for minute changes, the system's output getting changed. So the stability is the major problem here. But in open loop system, the system is very stable because there is no feedback path, there is no sensitivity problem. So here the system is insensitive and also the system is stable. The examples of open loop systems are traffic light control, washing machine, immersion rod heater, and etc. A traffic light control without sensor is an example of open loop system, whereas a traffic light control with sensor is an example of closed loop system. There is a difference here. With sensor, it shows that the traffic density, so depends upon the traffic density, the traffic light controlling signals can be changed. So without sensor, there is no detection of traffic density, so it does changes the signal depends upon the presetting time. So that is an example of open loop system. Hope I have given the outline of control, basics of control systems. Thank you.